This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. We got lots of questions about this. I'll pick one here. Ryan says, why does Andre get a pass for being a bully when others don't?
I don't think he was a bully, and it was a different time. I don't think Andre was a bully at all. There were guys, that were shooters. Was Luthez a bully? Because he was a shooter and a hooker, and because he would take advantage of guys sometimes in matches that tried him.
Well, I mean,
it's all in your perspective. I don't think Andre was a bully at all. I think that's coming from pussies that don't understand, the psychology of athletics back in the day.
Pussies like Jake Roberts.
Did Jake fucking say that Andre was a bully?
Well, he just told the story of him standing on his hair.
Yeah, he did. You know why?
No.
Because he could.
Isn't that what bullies do, though?
Not always. Maybe Jake had done something that Andre didn't like. I don't know.
Okay. You got to get hot about it. Jonathan says we've heard
again, it's your own perception.
Jonathan says we've heard plenty of stories about performers that Andre didn't like. I'd love to know about a talent where Andre took an immediate liking to them. That's kind of interesting. We've heard that, he had the rockers had to warm up to him and that took time, and he didn't like Brother Love, et cetera, et cetera. Do you remember anybody that Andre was immediately like, that's my boy right there, we're going to be friends?
Not that I can really recall, and maybe in his early years, but in his later years, no, Andre pretty much just wanted to do his thing, and that was it.
I know you weren't around for WrestleMania 7, but we did get a lot of questions saying, hey, was it true that it was considered Undertaker Andre WrestleMania 7?
Well, I was there for WrestleMania 7, and no, it wasn't.
Sorry. You weren't there for 8. My apologies.
Yeah, for 8. No. And I was Andre there for 8?
No.
Yeah, no, not to my knowledge at all. But because at WrestleMania 7, it was the managers all vying for who's going to manage Andre. And that was the storyline coming out of WrestleMania 7.
After WrestleMania, he goes to Europe for a tour, and he comes back and has a feud with Jim Duggan, and eventually works a match with Bam Bam Bigelow at the Garden. And by all accounts, he beat the shit out of Bam Bam in this match. And it's been said, and even Bigelow acknowledged, he had a really bad attitude at the time. And this ass kicking from Andre, believe it or not, helped bring some perspective, fixed his attitude real quick. Do you remember hearing about Andre sort of keeping the guys in line like this?
Absolutely. And Bam Bam did have a shitty attitude at the time and kind of thought that he was the second coming. And Andre put him in his place pretty quickly during this time. It was a way of just keeping him in check. I remember the stuff with Duggan, where we did the angle with Duggan and Andre. And if you go back and look at that original footage, you see a very young Bruce Prichard down at ringside, almost getting my head taken off by Andre.
Charlie Thrower wants to know, what would it sound like if Jerry Jarrett had called Vince Sr. to book the Giant for Memphis?
Huh? Vince, it's Jerry. Huh? Oh, Jarrett. Well, you know. No, Memphis. Yeah. Yes, bullshit. Oh yeah, I know. Yes. Is Andre available for a couple dates? The Giant. Huh? Well, I got a little feller down here. Well, the King. Huh? What? Yeah. I thought you paid him. Okay. All right. Yeah. He'll go over. Bye. Jerry, we need to beat the Giant.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.